Committee on Oversight and Government Reform will reconvene. This is a continuation of our September 13th hearing on the examining the preservation of State Department federal records. We are scheduled to have Mr. Pagliano attend this hearing. Due to his absence and his violation of a duly issued subpoena by the Committee on Oversight and Government Reform, we intend to adjourn this hearing and immediately convene a business meeting to reconsider a resolution and report holding Mr. Pagliano in contempt of Congress. Does Mr. Cummings, do you have a statement, or can we go ahead and adjourn?
I have a brief statement.
Sure.
Well, let me just say this. This is certainly no surprise to anyone. Mr. Pagliano's attorney told us last week he wouldn't be here. They told us it would be an abuse to force him to appear for a second time before Congress just to assert his Fifth Amendment rights. And they sent us another letter last night saying exactly the same thing. Let me read from one portion of the letter so there's no question about what is going on here. And I quote, "We have corresponded extensively with you and the committee's attorneys over the past 2 weeks on this subject. The facts have not changed." Continuing the quote, "You and the committee have been told from the beginning that Mr. Pagliano will continue to assert his Fifth Amendment rights and will decline to answer any questions put to him by your committee," end of quote. The letter explains that he already asserted his Fifth Amendment rights before the Benghazi Select Committee, and he should not be forced to do so a second time. The letter continues, and I quote, "A subpoena issued by a congressional committee is required by law to serve a valid legislative purpose, and there is none here. You demand, under the present circumstances, that Mr. Pagliano again assert his constitutional rights in front of video cameras 6 weeks before the presidential election, betrays a naked political agenda and furthers no valid legislative aim," end of quote. I ask unanimous consent that this full letter from Mr. Pagliano's attorney sent last night to the committee be entered into the official record. I have nothing else on that, Mr. Chairman.
Without objection, so ordered. The hearing is adjourned.